What's up, friends and family? My name is Will, and welcome back to your weekly taste of Japan. I know it's been a little while since I've made a video, thus me saying your weekly taste or dose of Japan is a bit, unfortunately, not accurate. But I hopefully am going to be changing that in some time. There's a lot of kind of reasonings to why I haven't been making videos in a little bit. Mostly just kind of a lot of work to be done as the holidays are approaching, specifically Christmas and New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, those kind of busyness. I have been doing a lot of stuff for my job, which means that I've had a lot less time to make videos, not to mention even a lot less time at home. So thus the few hours that I get at home while I'm not sleeping, I like to spend just kind of chilling out, watching TV, yada, yada, yada. I think you get the gist. I've talked before about the things I like to do on my time off, apart from making these videos. So I think if you really want to know what I'm doing when I'm not making these videos and I'm home during those like 2-3 hours and I'm not sleeping, you can kind of watch that video to get a sense. But basically, I want to make this video here today because I'm kind of giving an announcement that I'm probably not going to be making a lot of more videos for the next couple weeks. I know I haven't been making videos at all for the last couple weeks. My original plan with these last couple weeks approaching was to be doing shorts. That's why I kind of started shorts in the first place, but then that kind of fell off the rails. I know I've mentioned it before, but this whole process kind of feels a bit like work to me. So thus, when I come home from work to do more work, it doesn't feel all that entertaining to me. Though at the end of the day, I am choosing to make these videos. I don't get any sort of financial support or gain out of them. So really the only reason to make them is because of my own choice. And it is something I do want to do. Even if I'm only here in Japan for the short term of what my contract is with the school I am working for, I still want to make these videos to kind of give people a light into my life here. Even if I only ever get a couple subscribers along the way, that's perfectly fine. I've stated before, at the end of the day, these videos are mostly for me and my family to kind of be able to look back or kind of see in the current moment what it is I'm doing, what I'm going through, yada, 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 almost like a video diary. But of course, the last couple weeks I've not been doing that, so that's about 3-4 weeks, maybe even more, that I haven't really recorded anything. And I'm not going to beat myself up about that. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to be too concerned. As you can see, even from the backdrop behind me, a lot of stuff has changed within those weeks. My apartment has finally finalized its I want to say renovations, but of course it's not been renovated at all. It's just me buying the furniture I think I need and thought or planned on buying in the first place when I first got here. So all of that has been finalized. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm not going to buy any more furniture in the future, and I would like to at some point maybe move apartments, so maybe there would be a video there. But I know, kind of talking and staying in the same vein of videos I want to make, I know I have mentioned trying to make a review for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which was the last video I put out. I do kind of think I still want to do that, but I understand that kind of the hype around it has basically died off, at least for the focus of reviews. Of course, there is still content that I can make there. And at the end of the day, I think it is important that I still kind of do that, to follow different avenues and see kind of what clicks. Again, it's mostly about me, so I want to see what kind of these videos I make that really seem to resonate with me. And until I make it, until I finalize it and everything, I don't necessarily know if that's the kind of content that I'm going to enjoy or not. For all I know, I'm going to make a review on it and find it the most fun thing in the world, and thus decide to become a review channel for all I know. But I'm obviously just going to leave it at that because again, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what I will or will not like. That's what this whole video process is about, is kind of testing out my own interests. And I'm finding out that there are just some things that I don't enjoy making content on, and other things that I do. And again, there are some things that I enjoy making content on that are out of my comfort zone. I've talked before about going out and filming in public, which obviously I'm out and about and doing stuff all the time. I'm not just here in my apartment all the time, unless I'm working so much that the only time off I have, I want to spend decompressing here at home. Then of course my days are only spent at work and here. But otherwise, my days off traditionally consist of only a little bit of time spent here, and normally me out and about, probably shopping. I love shopping. Otherwise, probably kind of seeing sights and going around and enjoying the experiences I have while I'm here, which are things that I could definitely make more videos on. But I'm going to kind of leave that for future me. For right now, I know I am here. I have the holidays approaching, so my busyness is not dying down yet, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. After the kind of holiday parties that we have for work, I will be going home back to America. Those of you that are family and maybe even friends do already know about this, so maybe there's not necessarily content to pull out of that, but I don't know, I might make a video or two. Hard to say. Again, I'm not in the future right now, so I can't really say what the future holds. But there is a lot of ideas kind of in my head of content I want to make. I kind of have a short list even on my phone of that kind of material, as well as there is some like different things I want to test out. I actually have a couple different kind of video making tools that I now have at my disposal that I want to kind of make a video out of, even if it's kind of a poor video. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of, again, leave that for another day. This video is just kind of an update of what was going on, kind of within vagueness, and what will be going on for the next couple weeks. I'm hoping that at very least after Christmas, kind of winter break, vacation kind of time, not entirely certain what to call it, which will be ending early January, I'll be back here. I'm going to be making some more videos. At that point, I'm not sure the next time I will be home. I think the original idea was probably next Christmas, but of course it is an expense to go home. But at that point, going back for the holidays will be like a year later after I just went. I'm about to go back home, so I'll probably really be ready to do that. And at that point, enough time will have passed that more things will have worked out. Who knows? Maybe at that point I won't be making these videos anymore, or maybe I'll have tons of videos and I'll have a regular upload schedule and maybe a little more consistency involved there. But until that time comes, it's impossible to say. I'd love to just jump ahead to the future and be like, oh, this is what I have to look forward to, and then come back and be like, okay, that's where I will be now to get there. But unfortunately, that's not how time works. So here I am talking about unknowns. The only other topic of conversation I really wanted to bring up today was kind of the big question that maybe some people have that I introduced and then haven't really talked about again since then, was me writing a book. It has been a little while since I've even touched the thing. To be honest, I finalized kind of, I guess, purest description is first draft, though I've rewritten this book so many times, and technically this last time around was another rewrite. Just kind of utilizing a lot of the old stuff that I've written and reformatting it to make it a more interesting story. So I kind of think of it as draft 2, maybe even 3, because the old draft that I was using to rewrite this book that I now have was even then one that was based on a previous book, and of course then that one was based on blah 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 blah. It goes back probably about 7, maybe 8 iterations. Of course, that doesn't mean this is draft number 8. I don't think my writing has improved that much since there's such a huge gap between my first ever writing of the book until now. But I've like fully rewritten the book probably 4 times, and then otherwise I got through it like a majority of the way. So this current book kind of combines a lot of the ideas into an actual like good story that I find entertaining and valuable. So writing is finished with that. I think I have like a little bit left with like an epilogue, but that's not as pertinent to the story. So the only steps kind of left for it, I think as of right now, are 3. That is like editing it, which of course that has a bunch of steps in it of itself. Then there's the whole publishing process, which means that's kind of like 2 major steps. One, that I really need to focus and work on, which is getting all the cover art and the material that will show on the front and the back, and the written description on the back, and yada yada yada. And then the third and final step, which is kind of in combination with number 2, is publishing it. I'm currently thinking about self-publishing. I think that is the best direction I want to take. It's not me simply saying that as a cop-out of, oh, I don't want to find a publisher, but simply me saying like, hey, like if this was to like go on for a long time, like I would love it to, then I want to have as much artistic direction as I possibly can keep, as well as not confining myself to a publishing schedule there. So self-publishing is the route I want to take there. But I'm going to kind of leave that conversation there at this point. Not going to dive too much into what it's about and how that process is necessarily going, yada yada yada. But I'm going to kind of end this update video here. I don't have contacts or glasses in, so I can't exactly see my camera to know how long this video has been going on. But I hope this video was kind of a good update on my life. Hopefully kind of somewhat short and sweet, but yet at the same point enough information to kind of give a look into what's going on. So I'll leave it there. I want to thank y'all for watching as per usual. If you are not subscribed and this is your first time viewing, kind of an odd video to pick up on, but maybe you still found some of it interesting, and maybe this light into my life was a good turning point for some people. So if you would like to like and subscribe to my video, that would be much appreciated. By subscribing, you join my friends and family, as I say in every introduction of the hello friends and family. If you subscribe, you join my friends and family. Whether I know you or not, you are part of friends and family. And if you are not subscribed yet and you still liked the video, great. If you don't want to subscribe, that's perfectly fine. Any sort of interaction with this video, even if it's just a view, is still great. On the other hand, if you are already subscribed and you're just viewing this video as another one of my videos, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. You are the reason why I keep kind of doing this. It's as much for me as it is for you, even though it's probably only like 10 or 11 people at this point that are subscribed. It's still as much for you as it is for me. So I'm going to sign off there and kind of end it off with a final thanks, and I will see y'all next time.